Hey, what's going on? So, you Scorpios have the Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Wands. Then you have the Four of Cups, Page of Cups. Then you have the Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, King of Wands, and last but not least, you have the Eight of Swords. So, let's see. So, there's a need for you Scorpios to get free of something. There's a need for you Scorpios to okay, I get it now. The Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Wands is all about how you Scorpios, you're not letting your success or lack thereof, regardless of wherever you are, be your importance as an overall person. Because a lot of you Scorpios are going through an awakening stage right now, right? Where a lot of you are starting to question the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of you are starting to question your reality. And what I mean by that is, why is it that so many people put so much of an emphasis on relationships? And to show you how much of a clown world it is, or how stupid it is, you're living in a world where the better and the more upright of a person you actually are, and you actually stand on principles, is the less you'll be able to get a date. So the Four of Cups now and the Page of Cups represents, this is what's out. A lot of you Scorpios are starting to see it. This is what's out. What's out is people who are using relationships as a means of never coming from anywhere, never coming from money, to now jumping from one place in life to a whole other place in life. And they're using love, quote unquote, and dating as a means of being able to pay for the lifestyle that they want. So some may want the money, some may want the beauty and the body of it, but so many people are using the flashy lifestyle of looking rich or being rich or having money as a means to be able to buy it. But ultimately, what people don't really understand is that it never ends very well for people who do stuff like that. So the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands represents, and this is what creates the bar being on the ground, right? The bar being on the ground, where you have to get lower and lower to get up underneath that bar, but the bar is on the ground. So maybe an ant can get up underneath that. And what I mean by that is people who are so low, they will do anything for money, no matter what. They'll sell their soul for it. And the Eight of Pentacles represents you Scorpios just have way more self-respect than that. You know, a lot of you Scorpios just have way more self-respect than to really be out here trying to just sell your soul for money. So the thing about it is that the Seven of Pentacles represents how it is that you're in a situation right now where, but other people don't have that problem. They'll be willing to sell their soul. And the King of Wands, so many people are doing it, including a lot of the people that you know. So a lot of you Scorpios are kind of sitting back thinking to yourselves like, okay, a lot of people are really willing to do anything that it takes in order for them to take these extravagant take these extravagant trips and have this endless supply of money, you know, the materialism. And they're trying to play it off to you like it's cool. They're trying to play it off to anyone that would look like it's cool. And when you don't accept it the way that you are right now, Scorpio, because you're getting in touch with your own self-respect, and you're realizing that you're way more valuable than just a trip, you know, to Dubai or whatever, whatever is the hot spot, Jamaica, and, all these, look, I'm not trying to clown those places, but I mean like all of those, the regular cliche destination spots that so many people, have. Not that I have anything against these places, because I don't. But then the thing about it is that the Eight of Swords is about how it is that, and that's the stupidity of it, because this is you and this is them. The idea that a lot of these people are willing to sell their souls for this extravagance that isn't even their life. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't actually taken the steps. They haven't actually taken the steps for this extravagance, but they want this extravagance immediately. And that's a very unfortunate way. So now you have the Eight of Swords, which represents you Scorpios now happen to be in a position where, because of that, you're like this, where you're choosing to be on the humble. And a lot of you Scorpios really come to the realization. Let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of you Scorpios have really come to the realization that a person who's not into playing games, that person really should be cherished, because most people are in the game. Their parameter or their measuring stick or their ruler for what is good is just about money. They try to link it towards having money being the only ruler or measuring stick for what is goodness. So to clarify these cards, you have the Five of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups, and then the Queen of Pentacles, which, to clarify the Wheel of Fortune, right? So we got to draw one more, the Ten of Cups. So to clarify this, the Five of Swords represents, but you realize that it's a game at the end of the day. Because the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, perfectly displayed. Here you are showing up with your heart in your hand, ready to offer it to somebody, right? You want love. You want to get to know people. And here they are talking about, what does love got to do with it? And you got to pay my bills and all this other stuff. So the Ten of Cups now is about how, so a lot of you Scorpios are really realizing how rare that is. So let's clarify the Eight of Swords. Ace of Cups, Seven of Swords, King of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Right. Because the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Swords, ultimately, one thing that you have to realize, and this is something that you're going to have to remember so that you don't get discouraged. The Ace of Cups, the Seven of Swords. Ultimately, people out here who are running these games, they'll lose everything that they have. They will be destroyed because they're hypocrites. So they're never really in this thing for the truth of it, which is love in the first place. If you're not in this thing for real love and you playing games, you everything but destroyed. You already destroyed already. The King of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, while you Scorpios are in it for the real thing, you just have to essentially learn how to go through these dolts, these slow people.